I've been dancing for as long as I can remember. I started dancing when I was 4 years old. There was a local dance studio. My mom thought it'd be a good idea to let me give it a try. I was always a really busy physical child. 10 years, I performed and traveled at youth competition events and productions. I moved on to a high school. It was a gifted liberal arts high school. By the time I got to college, it was so profound because now it was not only am I training as a technician, but now it's what artistry am I bringing to the table? All you ever really want to do, all I ever really wanted to do was be on the stage. New Orleans, it is a city, but it's not anything like Chicago. It was intimidating, but it was also exciting. It was so exciting. So many different classes, so many different companies, so many different auditions. It was endless. Dance studio where I was training and I was first exposed to Latin dance, flamenco, and some salsa. The depths of how that dance is actually a culture. It's a lifestyle. It's how some people communicate. And so coming to Chicago, I was able to really get into the social salsa dance scene and go out to the salsa clubs and learn social dancing for the first time and get out of this, very regimented box of training I had been living in. It was amazing. Actually pursuing a master's degree in occupational therapy at the time. In order to help supplement cost of books and just the expense of going back to school, I decided that I would start a small community program in the Southside area where I happened to be living at the time. So I decided to just create some flyers, put them on some car window shields and coffee shops. I started with renting a church basement space as well as a local yoga studio. So with those 9 children, I was conducting 4 classes a week my first half of the year. By the time I finished my first season, I had, I think, over 60 kids, several satellite programs. So with all of that combined, I had over 100 students in just one short season. Several years later, I've been able to acquire space here at KAM Isaiah Israel and renovate spaces so that we have a professional studio space with bars and mirrors and better surface area to train more serious athletes, older athletes. It was trial by fire, many fires, sometimes like hurricanes and tornadoes and all of the above. The heart and nature of who I am is more free spirit and creative. So it's definitely a challenge for me to be able to wear all of those hats at the same time. But again, if this is something that I was going to do and I was going to do with excellence, I had to. It's having the skill set and the ability to ebb and flow with different energies and personalities, not only with your adults, but also having to know that your focus is the child and the youth. And so it's having to be able to switch very quickly. It's been a beautiful thing, obviously, to watch it grow from this little community program with just a few young students to what you see today. This level system, this leadership program that we have within our studio with our teenagers all the way down to our younger students. These youth know that no matter what they do when they step out of these doors at KSB, they can do anything. They can do absolutely anything because they have the discipline, the know-how, the information, and the understanding that no matter what they do in this life, it has to be done with excellence. This community has meant everything to me. Kids, they love without condition, and they really hang on every word you speak as a mentor and as a teacher. Our parents, our families choose us and choose and entrust myself and KSB, teaching artists, with the education of their child. I think it's a very holy space almost, right? That we are we're entrusted with this exchange of knowledge. And with that, as I have grown, and with this, it's such a family-based business, which is personal. I had to cut my professional career short because I was actually pursuing infertility treatments. I had been pursuing infertility treatments for many years. Once you get to the stages of IVF, there's a lot more involved there. And so there's going to be a lot more moments where you can't move your body. You have to stay still. I wanted to continue dancing, but I wanted to be a mother more. It was simply at that point in my life much more important. So I walked away from my professional career in order to try to become a mother. There is a sense of loss. I knew that I was making a choice to lose my career and to lose that part of my life. Gone through my experiences again with infertility and struggling to build my own family. I was blessed to be able to become a mother this past year in 2020 via adoption. Once I was able to tell just one or two close parents, it was within a few days the whole community came in and they had provided baby clothes and everything I needed for my daughter, and by the time I brought her home, I had more than I could have ever imagined. When I became a parent, they trust me with their children, and I love their children. I have loved their children as if they were my own. And so it's been so beautiful to feel how much love that they've wrapped me with in regards to my child. My daughter has always known love, and she's always known community, and she's always known how many people love her, and it's because of KSB. There are no words to describe how much I love this school, and how much I love these students, and how much I love these families. And I really know that there is so much love here, right? And it's beautiful. It is something else, and it's very special, and I'm very, very lucky. I'm very fortunate, and I count my blessings every day with what I get to do.